Hi, it's another terrific day in Coto de Caza, Orange County, California. This is the middle of February. We have here unbelievable weather we're having. A little sunshine coming up. And I love it when the sun hits our flowers here. These are cyclamens, right? Cyclamen Persicum, or Persian Cyclamen. But technically, it's really called Cyclamen. And this plant dates back to the 4th century before Christ. You buy it at your florist, you'll call it a florist cyclamen. You get pretty white flowers, red flowers, come in all sorts of colors. But we have these here in November through springtime because we like to plant them for Christmas time. And cyclamen or cyclamen comes from the Greek word kuplos, which means circle or wheel. Refers to the roundest shape of the plant and the stems when they mature. Now down by our clubhouse starter, we have a whole row of these cyclamens planted, just to show you different colors. A little magenta purple, white, here we got pink. Okay, this guy's coming up real well. Anyway, this whole row of beautiful little flowering plants in February. This is an herbaceous perennial plant native to the rocky hillside, shrublands, and wetlands of Turkey, Syria, out to Israel, also found in North Africa, West Asia, and Southeast Europe. And they get about 13 inches high. If you take care of them correctly, they can actually bloom and live for several decades. And the little plant here blooms from winter to spring and is very popular to have around Christmas time. Like we planted them for our little season. And the plant symbolizes empathetic and devoted heart. And you find it planted a lot around monasteries and churchyards in the Mediterranean. In Japan, it's called the holy flower of love. Let's take a look at the flowers here. All right, here we go. So we have 5 sepals and 5 unswept petals. These big giant petals here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they're usually pale pink with a band of deep pink to magenta at the base, but you get cultivars like ours, which are white and red. And after pollination, the flower stems will curl downwards. These are starting to curl a little bit. Here we go. See how they curl downwards like that? Okay. And they'll curl downwards all the way to the ground, and the seed pods will mature as they're touching the ground. They have a really sticky, sugary substance on them, and the ants will pick up the seed pods, take it back to their little ant nests, bury them, and that's how this plant propagates. Wow. But you can propagate it yourself by collecting the seeds, and you wash off the sticky layer. And it's best to plant them right away, and they should germinate within a month. And it'll take 18 months to get the first flower after you plant it. Now the leaves, here we go. The leaves are heart-shaped, they're smooth, and they're fleshy. Okay, and sometimes they're a little purple underneath. Here we go, a little purplish. But most of the time they're clear, here we go, little lighter green on the bottom. And the leaves don't like to get wet. Okay, so you might get little growth on them. Oh, you always have this little pattern on top here, like a marbling, lighter pattern, but they don't like to get wet. So it's best to irrigate these with drip irrigation or hand water them. And don't use like big irrigation we have here, because the leaves will tend to rot a little bit if you get them too wet. They also need really good drainage or the roots will rot. So the roots are a little bit poisonous, but the Palestinians used to grind up the roots, mix them with lime, spread them over lakes, and that would stun the fish, and then they kind of pick the fish off the surface. But it's not that poisonous because it's also called pig bread, since the wild pigs like to eat the roots. Now for medicinal purposes, it's got a bitter tasting chemical called cyclamen or cyclamen in it, and that's a basic remedy for depression, or to hide your, or get rid of your hidden sorrows. All right, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. This is our Cyclamen Persicum. Comes from Mediterranean, out in Coto de Caza. So, hope you like that video. Please like, subscribe, all the rest. Have a great day. Bye-bye.